Hello, this is Driving with Miles. I'm a state certified instructor. I teach teens and adults. I've been doing driver's ed 21 years. I have tutorials on everything driving. Let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to be turning the steering wheel, driving through the neighborhood. Let's go ahead and get started. You always want to use your blinker when you pull off from the park position. You look over your shoulder. It is about 24 degrees. It is in the wintertime here in North America. So I'm pulling off from the curb position. I use my blinker. I checked. We're driving through the neighborhood. I may hit a couple parallel parks too. So we're looking ahead, scanning. Neighborhoods are the most dangerous place. Why? People let their guard down. You always have to look ahead. You always have to scan. Don't assume people see you. Because it's still getting daylight. I do have the headlights on. This car does have daytime running lights. I'm gonna go ahead and make a right turn at this corner. Notice how I gradually slow down. And I'm looking, you can see me looking. And then I go up to the curb, the corner, and then I turn hand over hand into the turn. And when the car's out of the turn, I turn hand over hand out. If I have one tip for beginning drivers less than 10 years of experience, practice making turns in neighborhoods, become one with your neighborhood. I'm making another right turn around the corner. I'm looking, I'm checking, I'm covering my brake. I turn, and then I turn out hand over hand. I have really large hands and very long arms, so you want to have your hands at 9 and 3 or 10 and 2. I did a tutorial talking about steering yesterday. If you want more content, you need to go ahead and digest that. I have 201 videos, so I'm driving through nice and smooth, staying the middle right. In North America, we drive on the right side and the steering wheel is on the left. So I'm maintaining good speed. I'm taking my time, I'm scanning, looking for kids, possible school buses, people going to work. There's a person standing there with their dog. Always look. You want to check your mirror and blind spot every 12 to 15 seconds. So I'm just taking my time, going nice and smooth and being patient, just looking and scanning and always being aware of my surroundings. So I'm coming down to the end of the block. I'm going to turn on my left turn signal 100 feet, a half a block. Your DMV tester, road tester will look for you to do that. I'm looking left, I'm looking right, I'm looking left, I'm looking right. I have a really, don't slam the brake. This is slamming the brake. You'll lose points. Don't do that. So I'm going up to the edge. I'm looking and I'm scanning. And then I've stopped completely. I'm gonna make my left turn. So I'm turning hand over hand into the turn. And then I turn out hand over hand. There are people walking their dogs. I do see 4 or 5 kids out here for the school bus. So you always gotta be aware of what's going on. And anticipate kids and people with their dogs and parents. So I'm coming up to this stop sign. There are about 10 kids out here waiting for the bus, a lady with their dog. So I'm having a complete stop for a second. And then I'm gonna make a left-hand turn. I'm turning hand over hand into the turn. And then I turn out hand over hand. You really want to practice that consistency with your hand over hand in and hand over hand out. You do not want to have the top of the hand to the top of the steering wheel. You'll be jerky. You don't want to turn underhand because you'll lose control of your car. I'm going to make another right turn up here at the corner. My blinker's on 100 feet, a half a block. I'm taking my time. I'm covering my brake. And then I turn hand over hand into the turn. And then I turn out hand over hand. You want to stay very smooth. You always want to look around. I'm going to make another right hand turn up here because this is a turning and steering tutorial today. There is black guys out here, so you really have to be careful. I'm turning hand over hand into the turn and I turn out hand over hand. So smooth, consistent turns. Let's review. I'm a state certified instructor. I need you to subscribe to my channel, Driving with Miles. I'll be going live about 9 o'clock and 9:30 Eastern time. So I really need you to go ahead and subscribe to that. I want to say thank you for subscribing and looking at my content. God bless you and thank you for the support.